All right, so you said you thought Christ was white, right? So now, give me that in Revelation. Come on.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So the Bible says this is the revealing of Jesus Christ. Because many people say they don't know what Christ looked like. Right? They say, hey, nobody knows what Christ looked like, but yet they keep putting up this image. The Bible's going to reveal all things. It's the revealing of Jesus Christ. Read.
Which God gave unto him to shew unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
So the Lord told Christ to put this in the Bible, to make sure this gets written down in the Bible, to show us what he looks like in the last days. Verse 3.
Verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth.
So when you read the Bible, when you actually read the Bible, because you've never read this description in the Bible, nobody's never read this description in the Bible. Can nobody prove this description in the Bible? So when you read, you will be blessed. Why? Because you'll know the truth. You won't be lied to. You won't be led astray, looking like your oppressor, glorifying your oppressor. Read.
And they that hear the words of this prophecy and keep those things which are written therein.
Verse 14.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
It says his head and his hairs. The hair on his head and the hair on his face, white like wool. Is that this guy? Does he have white hair? Is it like sheep wool? What people have sheep wool like hair? We do. You say the same? That hair on your head, touch your hair. That's lamb's wool, sheep wool hair. That's woolly textured hair. What people have that? Black and brown people have that. The black and brown people have woolly textured hair. Read.
As white as snow.
And his hair was white as snow. Come on.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
So it says that his eyes were as a flame of fire. What's his eyes? They're blue. They're blue. Is that as a flame of fire? So that's not what Christ's eyes look like. Well, look at this brother over here. Officer, can you hold this up? Look at this man right here. Now, what's his eyes look like? Like fire, right? And what's his hair look like? Like wool, right? All right, so why was his eyes red? Give me that in Genesis. Why was his eyes red? We're going to read it. Watch.
The book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 12.
Come on.
His eyes shall be red with wine.
What is his? Why is his eyes red?
His eyes shall be red with wine.
Why is his eyes red? With wine, because he drank wine in moderation. Moderation. His first miracle was what? Turning water into wine. You understand? That's why this brother, look, he comes with a totally different doctrine, totally different message.
Look at that eyeball. Look at that eyeball.
Blue eyes. Look familiar, don't it? It look familiar, don't it? Now, this is a false image. It's a lie. It's a false image, but we're going to get more. We're going to get more. Read.
Verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass.
It says his feet like unto fine brass. So if you took your socks off, right, the tops of your feet would be the same color as your shin, your leg, your arm, right? It says his feet were the color of fine brass. What color is brass? Look right here. Look right here. Look right here. Encyclopedia color of brass. That's what it looked like. Before they do all that manipulation to it to make it look gold. That's what it looked like. It's what color? It's brown. It's brown. Put your hand up. Put your hand up right here. It's like you, ain't it? Turn over. Turn over. It looked like you, don't it? It says that Christ's skin was the color of what?
Fine brass. As if they burned in a furnace.
So if you take anything and burn it in a furnace, what color is going to come out? It's going to come out what? It's going to come out black. Black. Like this. A very, very dark-skinned man. A very dark-skinned man. A black man. That's the color of Jesus the Christ. You understand? So don't be misinformed. Don't be misinformed. Because we were told that there will become false images of Christ. We were told that. Give me that in Corinthians. You can put it down. We were told, we were warned that there were going to be false images of Christ in the last days. Just like we were told we would forget things like what he looked like. Get that, read.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 10, verse 4. For if he that cometh preacheth another Jesus.
So who's the he that came? Who is it? It's your conquistadors, your Spaniards. It's your colonialists, those British. It's your so-called white folks. The so-called Caucasians. They came. What did they do? They preached another Jesus, like your Baptists, your Pentecostals, your Protestants, your Seventh-day Adventists, your Jehovah's Witnesses. That's what they preached. And what did they put up as the image of Jesus of those religions? This, right there. He said what?
For if he that cometh preacheth another Jesus.
Another Jesus, meaning this is different than the actual Jesus in the Bible. Read.
Whom we have not preached.
Who's not preached in the Bible, who you can't find a description of in the Bible.
Or if ye receive another spirit.
Or if you receive another spirit. What spirit? The captain touched on it. The spirit of your mind has been taught to you by what? Television, media, the so-called Caucasian race. That's who teaches the black people. Where do we go to learn? School. Who is in charge of our education? Is it us? Do we dictate what we learn? Look at your social studies book. Whoever is most represented, that's the person who controls it. Who you see all throughout it. Say it. Be a man. Say it. Who you see in the social studies book? What race? What people? Say it louder. Because you got to be a man and stand up for truth, brother. It's nothing wrong with saying the truth. Who is in the social studies book? Who do you learn about the most? White folks. You don't learn about yourself. We get one page. It ain't even front and back. And what do you see? You just see slaves. You just see chains. You just see yokes of iron. So what do you grow up thinking? What do you grow up glorifying? Your enemy.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.